Hello, hello. Hi, Linda. How are you? Thanks for joining. I got my new chair, so because the old chair broke and I was going to get the camera that I've had my eye on, but the chair broke and I couldn't continue sitting on the footstool, so got a new chair instead. But the camera will be in a few weeks. You'll get that. How is everyone? I hope everyone's going well. 2 watching. I'm one of them. So, Linda, have you got any questions? I want to be looking at Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Republicans have put her in some choice committees. Oh, my goodness, you came in. Have you got COVID, Linda? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Healing. You haven't been tested yet. Are you able to be tested or? Yes, you are. So do you know when you can get tested? Let's hope that it's not, but be sending positive and healing energy to you. I'll do a meditation to do that later. Linda? So Marjorie Taylor Greene. One more confirmations. So the Biden admin for the next week, Biden admin. Just general, I'll do across for next week. I'm going to wait till we're closer to the impeachment trial to read on that. Rand Paul is saying that 1/3 of the Senate is opposed to convicting him, but that means 2/3 aren't. So, you know, yeah. So how will the Biden admins for the next week? What will their week be like next? Now I know he did a climate thing this week. Have I frozen? Hi, Tara F. Am I freezing? Like, is the video freezing or anything? How do those people who aren't watching, who are watching but not commenting? Now I'm going to have a look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, Biden admin for the next week. Hi, Debbie Fitzsimmons. Hi, Harry's mum. Yeah, I'm going to wait till a bit closer to that. Oh my goodness. Well, everyone send positive and healing energy to Linda B, who's been exposed to COVID. And yeah, So I'll do a medication for that later on. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. Now, normally I do 2 hours, but because it's night, I'm going to just do an hour and a half tonight. Yeah, Biden admin for the next week. Joe, that was the admin in general. Biden for the next week. And Kamala for the next week. Hi, Michael Dowell. UK has just passed 100,000 deaths. They have 65 or 70 odd million population. So let's have a look at the next 3 months for the UK with COVID. They're well into getting their vaccinations done, but it hasn't slowed down the death toll, unfortunately. So I looked at Canada last week for COVID and stuff. Okay, for the next 3 months in the UK. I love the new chair, Catherine. It's my husband had one he's got one in his modelling room, and it's the same type except it's red. I've got a blue one here. You can see the blue there, and so they're very popular, easy to put together, and very, very comfortable. You're still listening. That's good. Well, I've just had my dinner and some yogurt, and I've got fasting blood test tomorrow, so I can't really have anything more than water after this. So so the next 3 months for UK with COVID, it's leading into your summer. So it's still winter there till the end of February, isn't it? So we'll go with the next 4 months, February to the end of May. Then, anyone got some specific questions? Because I'm going to make a start in a couple of minutes. Hi, Alexandra Bellino. Okay, so I'm going to make a start. What's the day? Okay, so let's have a look at the Biden administration, just the administration in general for this next week, starting Sunday through to next Saturday. So this doesn't include the next couple of days, just focusing from this Sunday coming to next Saturday. I can look at that. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'll put that in any GOP reps. Yeah, I mean, stuff's come out about some of the columns that Marjorie Taylor Greene had and all that, and they gave her choice assignments. Wow. Way to discipline people. Should all removed. Hi, Sharon Lee. Okay, so let's have a look. The next week, this Sunday through to the following Saturday. for Joe Biden. Well, no, we'll just go from now to next Sunday, from now till the 7th. Okay, from today, the 28th of January to the 7th of February. What is going on there? What's happening with the Biden administration's there? Hi, Asantua. How are you? Oh, yeah, and she also follows the Sandy Hook conspiracy. I mean, come on. Yep. Hey, you going there okay there, babe? Be careful with that thing. I picked it up by the corners and that collapsed on me. So get your plate ready to slide it onto or something. Okay.
Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Sheriff said million.
You're a grumpy old git.
Yeah.
You're a gog. Came across these cartoons called Grumpy Old Git on Facebook, and I come across them and I send them to James. Did I say hi, Sharon? I think I said hello. Yeah. So let's see. Gog. A gog, not a god. A G-O-G, not a G-O-D. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Alexandra. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's something they'll deal with it, but it's going to, yeah. When things like that happen as you're a child, you know, I don't know that it's something you have to deal with for the rest of your life, you know. Okay. Yeah, so what is in store for the Biden administration between now, the 28th of January, and the 7th of February? This is for the administration in general, so it's the whole kit and caboodle. Movement forward, movement into calmer waters. Firm, steady leadership, establishment, establishing some more stability. The challenge for them is to make sure that they're not unjustifiably delayed. I think this is like, I know that the GOP have been real idiots about the confirmation. So, you know, and, you know, causing disruptions with the confirmation. And they've got to still work around that. Yeah, pause momentum. At the base of this, one of the biggest problems is pause momentum and getting people confirmed. I think they're using this to try and get their way with something like the relief deal or something. You know, you give up certain things in the relief bill and we'll make it, you know, we'll get your people confirmed faster. past actions leading to where they are. Yes, having to negotiate and deal with and try to work together to get people confirmed, to get people in place. Over this is a cease of conflict, a cease of debate. Kevin McCarthy apparently had a huge phone call with all the Republican representatives and with their bickering at each other and having goes at the ones who voted for impeachment and this, that and the other, and they're bitching and fighting amongst themselves. And apparently the words he used were cut that crap out. So over the air, this might be an end to some of this bickering and some of the debating and conflict that's been caused with getting people moving on from that. So starting to move on from that with getting people confirmed. They're going to be embattled, but they're going to get more people confirmed. In the environment, yeah, it's like this is the Republicans trying to say, well, you know, if you give this up out of the relief package, will make things easier on getting people confirmed. And the Democrats aren't interested in that. They want to get their people confirmed and they want to get this relief package through as much of it as they can. What people see, people are seeing things are getting better already, even with this tussle over getting people confirmed. Good things are happening already, and they're really just seeing the GOP as being obstructive and inconsiderate, basically. And basically the GOP are being exposed in a way they don't like, but because things are seeing improvements already. People are seeing improvements already, even without cabinet members in place. And it's yeah. Hopes and fears for the administration. They have plans and they've had to make some hard decisions, and they're hoping that those hard decisions are going to pay off, but they fear that some of them might not. Okay, and that some of their plans are going to be able to be put into fruition, into action, but they're fearing that they may not because of guess who? Yeah, the hangman, a pause, stopping momentum, but it's also some people viewing things from a different light, but there's still a pause and a stopping momentum. So it's like, yeah, GOP still having to deal with GOP members abusing their positions just to make life hard for people to get what they want. Yeah, there's still some issues where they're clouding the issue and they're trying to, they're not being honest. There's some people who, you know, there's so many lies. They're having to cut through a lot of lies that were left behind in the Trump administration, and they've got to work through that. Now this is the administration, and we've got the hermit and reversed. So like forced isolation. They're being forced to continue on and do the best they can without leaders in the cabinet seat. So they're feeling like without the necessarily cabinet, you know, the longer it takes to get the cabinet seated, and even though there are people who can make decisions, they're being forced to, and they're being given the power to, it's acting and all that, but they're still being forced to operate without leadership. They feel like they're being cut loose because the GOP won't confirm that leadership in a lot of cases. So that is the Biden-Harris administration as a whole for this next week. So basically continuing to struggle to get people confirmed. The GOP are up to their old tricks of, you know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours, and they're going to force they're going to force as many confirmations out of the quick way and into full confirmation hearings as possible. Not because they don't have confidence in the people to do the job, just because they're being a pain in the ass. Hi, Edna May. How's your little grandson? I'm going to ask a question. Yes, no cards here. Some of the senators still taking instruction from Trump. Some of the senators still taking instruction from Trump. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be called on it too. Yeah, some of them are still taking instructions from an outside influence. So someone who's no longer in office, Trump, and also possibly an overseas influence. So they're from a retired or retreated person because they still support him. Yeah, yep. Some of the senators, yeah, they're abusing their positions. They've got partnerships and deals made, but that is going to change. Yeah, Trump and others are influencing what these guys are doing, but that's going to change. I can see there was the Queen of Swords there, which is a call for to answer for your actions. There is definitely going to be some senators called to the mat. So, okay, let's see Biden. Just testing out the new seat. Yeah. Got arms, which is good. How is Biden going to do in the next week? Biden himself, having to deal with people who are abusing their positions, yeah. He's really, really pissed off and angry. He's not the angriest he's ever been, but he's pretty close. He's very angry at the games people are playing. And he's not afraid to show that in certain areas. He wouldn't show that in public unless it was to stand up and say, you know, like he did with he let that anger show for in his inauguration speech. But he's pretty angry, and he's still compassionate, all that, but he's like I said, he's not the angriest he's ever been. He's not at full-fledged burn the place to the ground, like that bird from Game of Thrones. I've never even watched that show, but I do know she's torched the whole city. He's not at that, and I don't think he'll ever get at that, but he's as close as he's ever gotten to blowing his top. I think he's just, yeah. His challenge is to stop the GOP from turning their backs on their job and turning their backs on America, which they are doing. The GOP is not going to do it themselves. At the base of this, he feels frustrated. He feels like his messengers are getting shot down. He feels like he has to bust a gut for every little victory, and he's had more losses than victories at the moment. And he's just, yeah. But his past leading it up to the present for him, it's interesting because he's got the King of Wands here, but it's not reversed. So yes, he's angry. Yes, he's pissed. Yes, he wants to go and burn some GOP villages to the ground. But his wisdom, his experience, his compassionate nature, his stability, all that is going to counteract that fiery side of him. And he has a fiery side. So that's, you know, he's drawing on all that experience and all that knowledge to stop himself from torching tiny GOP villages. He's frustrated because he's trying to stop American families from losing everything. That's why he wants to get this package passed. And of course, he's not having any luck with that. It seems like defeat's being snatched from the jaws of victory a lot. And this is one of his biggest concerns. Yes, he can sign as many orders as he likes and all that, but getting this relief bill through so that American families can stop losing everything. That's his major concern. And yeah. Now, in his immediate future, it is stopping the theft, making people pay for the theft. So I think he might be having a turn in luck here in the near future with stopping people from basically stealing from the American people by not giving them the assistance they need, upsetting their strategy. Yeah. In the environment. So I think that's going to happen. There's going to be a bit of a change because this is the cease in conflict and debate, the healing card. Healing in the air. Yeah, so he might be personally making some gains with this. What do people see? People see someone who can hopefully bring them in from the cold. That's what they want. They just want someone to acknowledge that they feel abandoned and lost, and give them an opening to come in and not feel so. And they feel that they see someone who can do that. Hopes and fears, Biden's hopes and fears. He really fears that with the upcoming impeachment trial and stuff, that things are going to erupt into chaos. He hopes they won't. And he hopes if there is trouble that they'll be able to defend it and you know, keep people safe. But he really fears that things are going to erupt in chaos with the upcoming trial. What are the outcomes for Biden's week? He's not getting as much sleep as he could, and he's going to lose more sleep. There's going to be a bit of an anxious time. Normally the 10 of Cups is the GOP for me, but he's working really, really hard to bring an end to the cycle of despair for American families with this thing, and he's going to make some progress towards that, and also maybe bring an end to the GOP playing silly buggers. Page of Swords, he's going to have to concede on something, so he's going to be a little bit disappointed with how something goes. Court fourth. There's going to be a few senators. He's going to be talking to a few senators. Him and Kamala, I feel. They're going to be getting an explain yourself. Make it, show me clearly why this is so. And he's known a lot of these guys a long time. So he will know every trick in the book. So he's going to start countering them, and he's going to start making them. I think he's, yeah. Okay, Kamala Harris. Let's have a look at her now until next Sunday. Leading up to the impeachment trial. He's going to be saying, what's that phrase? Give me a break, man. I think they're going to be hearing, give me a break, man. You and I both know that that's not how that works. And you and I both know where this will lead if you don't, pull your finger out and stuff. So, right, Kamala Harris. wow, she's got something big to deal with. Now, remember in the last reading there was the Knight of Swords reversed, chaos erupting. Yeah, that's possibly something she's going to have to deal with too. And I think it's something she's going to be, yeah. She's not happy with what the GOP is offering. Remember, she is the president of the Senate. So she's not happy with the way they're going about things. She thinks that their offers are of support and stuff is all dust, basically. Her challenge is going to be to stop financial loss and loss of resources to people in the Senate. So she's going to have to basically get through the bill, get the bill through. Or get working on the bill. I know that Biden has indicated he'd like it passed by the end of March. So, which is that's another 2 months away. I mean, come on. Surely, at the base of this, she is building up her defences. She's battled, but she's building up her defences. And she's learning. She's learning. I think she's talking to Jill Biden a lot about how Joe Biden handled things like that. So, path leading up to where she is. She's disappointed in some of the people in the Senate. She feels that they're not doing as much as they could. She's known quite a few of them for quite a while too. And she's disappointed generally in what she's seeing. She's disappointed because she knows that their offers to work with things and stuff was bullshit, and she's disappointed in that. Not surprised, but she's disappointed. She's got exactly the same top card as Biden had. Biggest concern is getting American families to help so that they don't lose everything. Her immediate future. Setting boundaries, having a tough time setting boundaries. So there's so she's really fighting hard, but there's just the GOP is shifting the boundaries from one thing to the next. Even though they're not in charge of the Senate, it's still a tight set, it's still a 50-50, so they've still got quite a lot of power they can wield, and they're shifting boundaries a lot, making it hard for the Democrats to set boundaries. In the environment, change of perspective, a pause on things happening. I think she's got to change her thinking a little bit. She's still thinking like she's a member of the Senate instead of the vice president. So she's got to just change that thinking a little bit. What people are seeing, somebody who, here's the chaos card again, somebody who is able to step up to challenges and chaos. And is able to handle chaos. She's, yeah. Someone who thrives in an extra challenging environment. She's just got to change her thinking a little bit. What are her hopes and fears? She's still new to the office. She's still got a lot to learn. She hopes she can learn it quicker. Then she quicker, but she fears, it's still going to take a while, and she hopes she can keep things in control and things don't get disruptive over the next week or two. Her outcomes, she is going to show strength and patience. She has a lot of patience, and she's going to show strength because she's going to take the devil on. She's got a big fight coming up in the next week. Again, Joe Biden got this card as well. Start the healing process of conflict. And Joe Biden got this card too. She's going to show them the edge of her temper and let them know that, the fiery woman has not gone away. Yes, she's taking some time to adjust, but that fiery woman has not gone away. And she will curse you out on your ear, or she will cut you down to size in the Senate. And she's probably going to do that. And she's got a big battle coming up to get something really heavy and nasty cleared out of the way. I think she's going to be victorious in that. And it's going to start a new phase in the Senate. Yep. Governor Abbott. Yeah, we had a tent city in Fremantle. Well, we had one in Perth too, and they shut it down in Perth. And these guys went to Fremantle, and the Fremantle Council gave them permission to use a park near the train station there to set up to camp, so they had somewhere safe, and they had police patrolling the area and all that. And then the state government came in and said, well, this park, we're changing the rules, and this park's going to fall under state jurisdiction, not local government jurisdiction. And we're throwing the people in tents out. Hi, Condagua. Okay. What's in the future for Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert? Yeah, let's see. Got a little spread in mind to see, if it's in this or if I have to go look it up. Simple 5 card spread for each of them, I think. I don't pretend to be able to remember all the spreads. Hi, Christine Thomas. Okay, so I've got 5 cards spread for each of them. So we'll do Marjorie Taylor Greene. And past, now, the best to come, the worst to come, and if she keeps going down the path, she's going down. Okay. Well, hey, well, this flew out. So we'll put that there, and we'll take that as an indication. Marjorie Taylor Greene. So I'm going to do something a bit different with drawing the cards now. So her past. She's really got to move on from something in her past. She clings on to old prejudices and old ideas, and time to let go. But she doesn't. This woman carries a grudge a long way. Now she's making deals and partnerships, and she's talking to people. The best to come for her, is conflict. Conflict. The worst to come for her, conflict is the worst. Biden. She's gonna do something stupid. If she continues down the path she's going, she's gonna have a change of circumstances, and it is not going to be a good one. She's not going to be able to avoid it, and there's going to be a change of fortune for her, and it's not going to be a good one. So she's the worst to come. There's going to be stuff coming out about something with Biden, something she's participated in with Biden, about Biden. So that's Marjorie Taylor Greene, not with Biden, but about Biden. And she's got a change of fortune coming. That is not good for her. So, and this flew out of the deck, remember? Justice. Let's have a look at Lauren Bobbitt. Oh, Christine, I'm very sorry to hear that your little grandson has tested positive. When I'm doing my meditation for Linda Brewery, and later on, I will include him in the meditation to send positive and healing energy out to him. Okay. So. Lauren Bobbitt. I'm doing the same thing too. And what's 5 of Wands? Conflict. Conflict, she thrives on conflict, this woman. So that's the card that flipped out. So she thrives. So where is she now? She stands back. This is her past, sorry. The past is she firmly stood behind Trump. And she's not let go of that. Where she is now, Page of Cups. She's in for some surprising news. Emotional news. Okay, the best to come for her is being forced into isolation. Forced into isolation. The worst to come for her, a change she cannot avoid. And if she keeps going down the path she's going down, it is anxiety upon anxiety, nightmares, sleepless nights. And yeah, so neither of them have the best outlook, even the best that's to come for them or the worst that's to come for them. Definitely Taylor Greene, something to do with showing she was definitely in on what was going to happen and trying to overturn Biden, I think. They've both got major arcana here. Taylor Greene, a change for the worse. This is forced abandonment for Bubba and a change she cannot avoid. No, I think she's going to end up with legal problems. Is she going to end up with legal problems? Let's have a look. Oh, King of Cups. Trying to disrupt King of Cups. What is that change about for Bubba? Oh, possibly jail. Wow. They've got legal troubles coming. That pair of ladies. They've both got some trouble coming. They're the big two at the moment. Hi, BMC. When is Abbott up for re-election in Texas? I'm really interested to know. I think he's 2022. I think they both, I think jail is, you know, at least from Taylor Greene, a definite possibility. (2022) GMAR 5. I take it that's Abbott, Governor Abbott. Oh, he's such a trustworthy looking dude, isn't he? 2015. Yeah, 2022. Is Greg Abbott going to lose the governorship of Texas? Hey, Whippy. That's a maybe. That's a no. That's a no, but they flipped out all at once. So put them aside. That's a yes. That's a yes. New partnerships. That's a maybe. That is a momentum, a moving away position. This is a no. This is a no. This is a yes. So we've got 4 no's, 2 maybe, 3 yeses. I'll do one more lot of 3. Yes, Page of Cups. Oh, and a change he can't avoid. And the end, and a change of fortune. Yeah, he might lose the governor's position. If he's not primaried, then Texas will go blue. Let's have a look. John Cornyn's the other senator from Texas, isn't he? Who's the other senator from Texas? There's Cruz and who else? Will a Democrat win? Queen of Cups is a yes. Disappointment, that could be for Republicans. There's a maybe. Justified in winning. Hi, Wildheart. And anxious time. New job. New start. More balance. John Cornyn, yeah. Is he up for re-election next year? New partnership with people. Double that. New relationships. Yeah, a change that can't be stopped. So, well, that is a no card. It's also a change that can't be stopped. And there's only a couple of no cards, all the rest are yeses and maybes. So, yeah. Oh, so Cornyn just won. Bugger. But, yeah. Will the Texas State House and Senate go blue next year? Will the Texas House and Senate go blue next year? And the State House and Texas go blue next year? Upsetting news for who? Oh, hang on, it shouldn't be. Burden. So we've got no, yes, no, yes, no. Battled. Momentum towards going blue. That's a major arcana. That's a good yes. Judgment voucher. Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. There's a good chance that the state House and Senate will go blue as well. We'll get that closer to the time. Okay, what else is there? I was going to have a look at the next 4 months for the UK with COVID. Here for another half an hour. Hi, Amy Smith. What's it going to be like the UK for the next few months? Next 4 months till the end of May, the end of spring. Okay. More forced isolation, more lockdowns. I'm going to do a cross here. Even though there's going to be more lockdowns, Five of Swords, healing, there's also going to be some time of healing and recovery. There's going to be a crackdown of abuse as well. People abusing their position to try and get in on shots early or whatever, but also healing. Going to try and start healing. What's the obstacle? The obstacle is actually trying to find a way to help the British public to believe that they're actually starting to win over this. Now we're looking at the next 4 months here. So this could be a couple of months back, getting them to believing that they can actually beat this. But yes, at the moment, this is probably more immediate, more forced lockdowns. Two of Cups, a shake up in a partnership, a split in a partnership. Not quite sure what that's about, but it could be political. I'd say it probably is political. Probably different ways of, they've been trying to work together, the government and the opposition, to beat this, but I think they're definitely going to start to be a parting of the ways. The King of Wands, past actions leading up to where they are. It's lots and lots of anger it's building, and people are feeling like the stable, compassionate leadership that they need isn't there, and they're getting angry about that. So this is the King of Wands reversed. Because it just hasn't been there. The actions taken by the government have not been enough as far as they can feel. What's over the air there? The Hangman, a pause. Pause in things and a change in perception, a change in the way of looking at things, but also a pause. It could be another lockdown, but there's going to be a change in the way the lockdowns work, I think. Forced abandonment in the near future. Okay, government's going to be forced to abandon something that they were working on. It could be, there's been a lot of criticism about the vaccination plan and all that. It could be that. Something's not working and they have to force to abandon it and go back to the start. Yeah, Two of Wands, plans not working. This is in the environment. Plans and decisions made and plans made just not working. That's in the environment. What people see. They see someone who's an unstable, unreliable leader who is not doing a very good job. They shouldn't have to be forced to abandon the plans that were put in place, but apparently they're going to have to, at least some of them. Okay, hopes and fears. The hope is that the virus is just going to one day disappear as quick as it came. Not really. The hope is that they can utilize everything and that they have everything they need to defeat this virus, which is this, and that it will be put to the proper use and help defeat this virus. The fear is that so many resources have been wasted that they don't have everything they need anymore. And that fear is winning out. Outcomes for the UK over the next 4 months. Working. Getting too lost in details. They're forgetting to look at the big picture at times. Oh, big tower moment. Big tower moment. There's, possibly a huge wave, possibly a new variant getting into the UK, but something big to do with the coronavirus. Emotional news, and also a feeling of having to go back to the start. We're right back where we started. That sort of emotion. It's like whatever hope they had, it feels like you can see the really disappointed look on this person's face. It's like we're going to have to go back and virtually start again. 3 of Wands, actions have consequences. Plans do not work out properly. Yeah, plans not working out. They're in for a rough few months, the UK, unfortunately. I wish I could say that there was a lot of good news on the horizon, but not really. They're in for a rough, the next 4 months are going to be rough for them. Yeah. Okay. Now, anyone got any questions? I was saying to my husband, because Pfizer are being sued by all sorts of people, you know, Germany and this and that, and because their promises of getting people, you know, countries to vaccines and the amounts, and they've had to stop short of that, and they've fallen well short of that. I'm going to ask a question. Did they gamble on Trump enacting the Defence Production Act? Because I think that's what they did. It's that they made these promises based on the gamble that Trump was going to enact the Defence Production Act. Did they do that? Is that why they're in the poo now with not getting enough vaccine out to people who have ordered it and made deals to get it and stuff? Yeah, Pfizer. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Well, that's a yes. Made a bit of a foolish gamble. And now they're having to walk away from some deals, from their commitments to a certain extent. Yeah, definitely. They made offers they really couldn't. They wrote checks that their hands wrote checks that their body could, that their bank accounts couldn't, you know what I mean, cash. So they're upset and people are feeling betrayed and upset. definitely. They made deals and spoke to people and made deals. They took a gamble, and it was a wrong gamble, definitely. Yeah, they took a gamble. Here's the 3 of Cups along with another yes. But it's resulted in loss. It's going to result in loss for them too. Queen of Pentacles, they betted that, they gambled that the resources were going to be there because Trump would do this, and look, there's going to be an inquiry and they're going to be called up to answer some questions about. They gambled. They made a gamble that Trump was going to be forced into enacting the Defence Production Act, and of course he didn't, because he didn't give a shit. And pardon my French, he didn't give a petunia about the people in his country. Okay, anyone got any questions? I can take a couple more. I know Marjorie is going for his confirmation this week. I'll see if he's going to get through. Babe, what are you doing? I can't eat, remember. I can't eat. Oh, Marjorie, is that his name? The national security dude gets confirmed. High Priestess, that's a maybe. 5 of Swords, someone's still going to try and make it hard for them. Page of Pentacles, the offer. Knight of Cups, yes. Page of Swords, that's still a yes. 4 of Pentacles, no. Queen of Cups, yes. Queen of Pentacles, yes. Magician, yeah, he is. He is, but there's still going to be a couple of people who try and stop it from happening, or they'll vote against it or whatever, but there's going to be enough there to get him through. I think if you're a senator, your stocks and everything should be frozen. Any stock portfolio you have should be frozen, so that they're not allowed to buy or sell anything. They should be frozen. It's where they are at, and that'll probably stop a few people from being senators for life. If for 4 years their stocks aren't allowed to go up or down, they're stuck at a certain level. Oh, I can't remember. It's the company that made Remdesivir. I think he's got stocks in. So, there's more going to come out about Trump this week. Hi, Danelle Hagen. I'm just wrapping up. I've got about 15 minutes left to go. If I wrap up for the night, I couldn't do it this morning because I had to buy a new chair because my old one broke. and I couldn't really sit on the footstool. Oh my goodness. So what was I going to say? Oh, it's more going to come out about Trump in the next week, between now and the start of the impeachment trial. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. Biden, more about his efforts to stop Biden, I think. So that's a yes, yes. More about his efforts to enter the White House, definitely more about what he did in the White House too. King of Wands, that's another yes. How he temper tantrums and everything, more and more stories are coming out about that. Temperance, Seven of Cups, the things he did to cloud issues and gaslight and the lies he told. No surprising on that. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. The transition, stuff he did. This is a transition card. Stuff he did during the transition. The Sun, stuff is definitely going to be coming out. More stuff is definitely going to. There's a couple of three major arcana there, so it's going to be big stuff. Momentum. The Ten of Pentacles, and how he made money, how some of the money found its way into the Trump organization pockets. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some big stuff coming out about him. Going to do some reading on Hawley and Cruz on Sunday. I think I saw somewhere that they're being caught up before the ethics committee or something. Hi, Keisha Harris. Thanks for joining me this evening. I know I normally do Thursday mornings, which is Wednesday night for you guys. As I said, I had to get a new chair. So, hi to everyone who's watching, who's not on the chat as well. Thank you for joining me. Any more questions? Another question? Will the Johnson & Johnson vaccine be safe and effective? Wheel of Fortune, good change. This is a good card for that. A change from some of the others, like with the one shot. So that's a yes. There's going to be a little bit of a pause before it gets the approval. Temperance, we're just in the balance. That's a yes. that's a yes card too. So we've got 3 major arcana, and they're all good, you know. A bit of a pause, but it's all for the good. Yeah, it's going to be, this is a sitting pretty card. It's a good card to get. High Priestess. It's the way in which they approached it and the agenda on getting it out. They took some extra time. A couple of the others, their agenda was to get it out as quick as possible. And I think Pfizer may have missed something. 4 of Cups. People are hearing more and more stories of people dying, having reactions, and they're like, we don't want it, you know. So they're really feeling doubtful about taking it. This is good. The world. There's also going to be another vaccine from overseas that's going to be true, safe and effective as well. So Johnson & Johnson and one other from overseas, not from America. Going to bring about a bit of a new balance. 5 of Wands. There's still a lot of debate, so there's going to be a bit of a pause. The resources, there's going to be a little bit of a kerfuffle in getting the resources assigned, but it is going to bring about a change. Yes, this seems like a bit of the death card, but it is a card of change that can't be stopped, and sharing. So it's going to bring about a new momentum with getting it out there too, and getting it amongst the people. But of course, there are always people who, you know, with vaccines and all that, there's always going to be conflict, but there's going to be a bit of a battle allocating some resources to them. But yeah, it's probably going to be one of it. The cards that's going to be safe and effective. There's never any guarantees, of course, but yeah, but there's going to be a bit of moving and shaking and wheeler dealing to try and get the resources to get it out to people. It is going to make a change. It is going to make a change. And yeah, going to lead to a change. This could even be the spread of the virus, sharing amongst people. So it could lead to a change in the spread of the virus as well. So yeah, so it's looking okay. Hi, Beverly Spencer. Does he? He owns stock in Moderna. Whew. Okay, I've got time for one more question, guys. Hi, Kathy W. Got time for one more question? No. Okay. What I'll do then is get Let's see what message Spirit has for everyone. I'll let Baron read. Baron reads Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. No, I didn't have a look at that. What went on at the meeting between McCarthy and Trump? I'll have a quick look at that. Meeting between McCarthy and Trump. Trump saying, why did you say I'm responsible? He wants answers. He's caught him forth. He caught him forth to make him answer for his action. Trump wants McCarthy to change his story, to change his opinion on Trump being responsible. McCarthy's not going to do that. Trump saying, I am the leader of the Republican Party and you will bow to me. And I think McCarthy's gone. Can't see my finger, but it's, yeah. Yeah, Trump definitely trying to establish he is the leader of the Republican Party. Oh, very, very upsetting change. A change that is it's signaling the start of the end. Trump is trying to stop changes from happening within the party. He's trying to stop himself being relegated as it has been. He's trying to manipulate McCarthy. But McCarthy's seeing this as an opportunity for a fresh start. If he uses his brains correctly. McCarthy is definitely talking to Trump about how the party is going to recover and be stronger than ever without him. I think McCarthy, yeah, McCarthy's been battled and he's sick of it. He's sick of Trump's lies. McCarthy's talking to other people about in the Republican Party about where to go from there and how to move on without the partnership. So McCarthy bared his teeth a bit. Woohoo. And basically gave Trump fair warning. You are on your way out. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it will. The common conjecture is that he probably went there to, you know, try and butter up to Trump, but you know what Trump's like. I think he went there to basically give Trump fair warning. Okay, what messages does Spirit have for everyone? The Well Watcher, wisdom, power of the divine, the eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity, the ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. So, the well watcher, number 7. This is the well watcher. Signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world, which he reminds you is the divine. Apparently that's supposed to be a lad, okay. This message is to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. The challenging message with the well watcher is the well watcher comes to let you know that you've run out of steam, and self-will alone isn't enough to make things happen. Not everything can be yours at this time. If you feel you're going nowhere, it's because you're meant to stay put. Willfulness can lead to your becoming like a bull in a china shop, creating havoc as you push forward. Okay, so this is a time for you to be patient, contemplate on the things happening around you. Learn that sometimes you have to stop and let things happen and restore harmony around you. If you're feeling out of tune with other people, restore that harmony. Okay. The eyes of beauty, 25. Positive expectations, clarity. The eyes of beauty. As an ally, perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet so different according to how it's perceived. The eyes of beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result. Everything should see, expect to see beauty, and you will attract your highest good. As a challenge, it's challenging you to release your expectations and demands and be with the truth of the way things are now. You're whole and beautiful and perfect, and what you observe is too. It may not be exactly what you want, but perhaps in shifting your vision, you will find clarity, and it will and will see that it's exactly what you need at this time. Sometimes a total shift in perception is what is required. So, yeah, the ringmaster of scrutiny, number 9. The message ally. This ally is on your side to point to deeper meaning of what unfolds in your life. And he reminds you that every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, observing the minute things, leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for other times. It's the smallest act that really count now. And the challenge about this card, this card challenges you to worry less. Whatever your current challenge, things can be resolved as soon as you cultivate detachment and trust that the details will be taken care of once you turn them over to divine. The universe has an uncanny way of self-correcting when you get out of your own way. There you go, guys. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I'll be back Sunday morning, and take care of each other. Stay strong, stay safe, stay loving. Linda B, please look after yourself. And everyone, I'll be doing a meditation and sending out healing, positive and healing energy. Okay. Thank you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.